Anna from Dogs Do Learn, and today I'm going to be teaching you the 6 steps to teaching your dog to stay. What you'll need is some treats. Your dog should know sit or down, whichever stay you're going to be teaching them. You also need a release word or a release command, which is a word meaning that your dog can get up and that the stay is over. So a lot of people use all done or okay or free or break. And having that command meaning their stay is over is very important in creating a reliable stay, because then your dog doesn't have to guess when they should get up. If you aren't telling your dog when they can get up, then they are going to be trying different times that they can get up and your stay won't be as reliable. Step number 1 is to have your dog sit or down, depending on which stay you're teaching, and then reward. Flint, come here. Good boy. Down. Good boy. Step number 2 is to have your dog sit or lie down and be able to feed 2 rewards before they get up again. Depending on how quickly your dog pops up, you might have to feed the second reward very quickly. Come here. Down. Yes, good job. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. So once your dog can do this, where they can lie down while you can get 2 treats, then you're going to go on to step 3. Step number 3, we're going to add a little length of time between the treats we're giving. So put about 5 treats in your hand. Have your dog sit or lie down. Come here, Fun. Good boy. Down. Yes, good job. Good job. And you're going to take your treats. Oops. There you go. Down. Good boy. And you're going to take your treats and you're going to bring them from a little bit farther away. See how I'm bringing my hand back and I'm zooming in? And that adds a little bit of length of time and a little bit of distraction for the dog. If while bringing the treats into your dog pops up to try to get the treat or gets distracted by something, you'll put them back in their sit stay or down stay and you'll repeat. So I'll show you an example of this with Flint. I'm going to do it slowly enough that he's going to pop up, but at the beginning you want to be doing it fast so that your dog succeeds. Flint, come here, buddy. Turn this way. Sit. Down. Good boy. Good boy. Oops. So see, there he popped up. Perfect. So you're just going to put him back. Flint, come here. Put him back down. And this time they don't get a treat for downing because they broke their stay. Down. Down. Good boy. There. And then you can give him another one from this far away. Good boy. So you see he kind of popped up on his elbows and I brought the treat back. He didn't get it and then he downed all the way. And then, Flint, come here. Good boy. And then I brought the treat back. Down. Good boy, yes. Good job. Good job. Good job. I'm speeding it up just a tad because he's trying to pop up, so I want to get the treats in fast enough that he doesn't pop up. Some more treats here. Come here. Sit. Down. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. So if they pop up like that, you just have them down again. Bring the treat in, maybe a little faster if you have to. And then once you're able to get 2 or 3 treats in pretty easily, you're ready to go on to step 4. Step number 4 is we're going to use our release word to end the stay. So go back to step number 3, where you're feeding your dog 3 to 4 treats from back far away, and your dog should be fairly reliable at staying while you're feeding him the treats. And then on the very last treat you want to give, so like the 3rd or 4th treat, you're going to come down, but not go all the way to your dog, and you're going to say your release word. And that means your dog can get up and get the treat. Flint's release word is break, so I'm going to bring the treat about so far, and then I'm going to say break, and that means he can get up and get the treat. If he doesn't know it or doesn't get up, then you can kind of wiggle the treat and say, all right, come on, and help him to get up and understand what break means. Down. Yeah, there you go. Oh boy. Gonna do 2 to 3 of these. Now this one I'm not gonna go all the way. Break! Yeah, good boy, good job. And then he can get up. Step number 5 is to make the hand that's coming in to feed them treats slower. So at the beginning you were bringing it in fairly fast and feeding. So what you're going to do is you're going to start off with a little bit of distance, about this much, slow. So you're going to go slow, and then you're going to go fast all the way into their mouth. Flint, come here. Good boy. Can you turn from me? Down. Nice. Good boy. Okay, so you had started off by doing fast ones like this. You can do a couple fast ones to start off, and then you're going to go slow for a little short distance, then fast. Slow for a little bit, then fast. Slow for a little bit, then fast. Slow for a little bit. So when they pop up, down. Good boy. Slow for a little bit, and then fast in. Slow for a little bit, and then fast in. Eventually, you're going to make your slow longer. So slow for all this while. Oops. Slow for all this while, and then fast. And eventually, you want to make it slow all the way. Yeah, you're not there yet, are you, babe? Down. Good boy. Good boy. Slow, and then fast. Good. So did you notice any movement that Flint makes? Down. Down. Good boy. Any movement that Flint makes to try to get the treat, I bring the treat back. So if he tries to get it, I bring it back. And if they get up all the way, you help them back down. Down. Good boy. Good boy. Nice. Break. Yeah, good job. Good boy. Step number 5 is you're going to start to add your stay command and a step away from the dog. We switch to Allie because Flint is still on step number 4. And before you switch to step number 5, you want to be able to feed your dog really quite slowly from far away. So you should be able to come slow all the way down to their nose like that. And they shouldn't get up before you even start to add steps away. So once you're able to do that, you're going to say stay, and you're going to take a step backwards. A good chance is they're going to pop up like that, and they're going to pop up and follow you. If that happens, just bring them back. Down. Good girl. And just do it again. Stay. Take a step back like this, and then you're going to come in and feed. Feed just like step number 4. Once you're able to do that, you can try bringing your second foot back. Come in and feed. And you don't want to make this too long, so as soon as you're done, make sure you use your release word to release your dog. That's how they know it's over. Otherwise, if you don't use your release word, they're just going to start guessing, thinking, oh, maybe it's time to get up, and they get up and go. So make sure you use your release word to end the exercise. So we're done with the exercise, so I'm going to say, break, and then come and give her a treat when she's out of stay. Good girl. Good job. Another thing you can do to make it easier if your dog is breaking when you take a step is to not even take a full step, just a half step, quarter step, or just even shift your weight backwards. So for example, you've said your stay command, stay, and instead of taking a giant step away, you can just shift your weight, just kind of lean back. And if that causes them to follow you, then have them lay down, start over. But if you can shift your weight back, come back and feed. And you might have to go back a little bit to the beginning where you're going to shift your weight back, you're going to come back in and feed quickly. So if any time your dog is breaking, make it easier and faster. So if the shifting is causing them to break, start making your shift and feed faster. And then you can start to try to take even just a tiny step away. And you can not shift your weight. So you can move your leg and feed. Break. So now you have taught your dog to stay. So now you can continue to take more steps away, to make it longer, to practice in new places. A few things to keep in mind while you're doing that. So you've told your dog to stay. Let's say you've worked up to about a few steps away. And as you're coming back to them to give them their treat, they pop up to greet you or they pop up to get a treat, do not give them the treat. You want to be very clear on if you've said stay, and if you haven't said your release word, if they get up at any point, you put them back down. So you tell them down, tell them stay again. They don't get a treat. Back up to where you were, and then come back in and try feeding them again. If they've broken 2 times in a row, make it easier. So you've done a couple where you've done 3 steps away and you're coming back and they're breaking every time. You need to tell them down, stay, just go back to 1 step and feed. One other thing you want to keep in mind is that you're rewarding for the stay quite a few times before you say your release word. So for example, you don't want to be saying down, stay, give them 1 treat, break, and give them that, and only give them 1 treat for the stay. You want to give them more treats for the stay than for the release. So at very minimum, you at least need to give them 2 treats before releasing them and giving 1 treat. Even better is 3 to 4 treats. Now you know how to teach your dog to stay. Check out our video on how to teach your dog to ignore distractions while staying and how to practice stays in a new place, create a reliable stay. Thanks for watching.